Good evening. I'm Jeanette Ball, the superintendent for Judson ISD. Thank you for allowing us to be in your home tonight. Many of you invited us into your kitchen, into your living rooms, and we're delighted to be here because tonight is a really special night for us.
Absolutely.
Tonight is when we try to raise funds for our students and for our staff. As many of you know, Judson ISD and the Jeff Foundation have always held a gala. But this year, it's been a little bit different. Everything has been a little bit different, right?
Very much so.
So this is the first time that we are going to try our very best, right?
We've been practicing enough, yeah, absolutely.
We certainly have, and we're going to try to do our gala virtually tonight. So please stay with us this evening so you can get a glimpse into Judson ISD and into our foundation, because we do some very important things for students and for staff. So I'm one of the co-hosts, and here with me tonight is one of our board members.
Good evening, my name is Rafael Diaz. I'm one of the board trustees here at Judson ISD. Incredibly grateful to have you with us, joining us. As Dr. Ball mentioned, the online gala this year is a little bit of a deviation from our standard, but we wanted to make sure that we had this event because of its incredible importance.
Guess there'll be no dancing, right?
There will be no dancing,
okay,
which is good for me.
I'll miss that part.
So the Jeff Foundation is set up to do a very special task, which is support our students, our youngest of scholars to our oldest of scholars, but also our staff, ensuring that we can provide the infrastructure of support needed to help us achieve the greater mission, which is Judson ISD's task of educating our learners, of providing them the infrastructure that they need to achieve their goals, their dreams, their fullest potential. And that's a big task, and it requires supporters, just like the Jeff Foundation, and more importantly, you at home, to help us with that. Dr. Ball and I have been practicing this for a number of times. So you're going to see some wonderful things. You're going to hear from students, from staff, from community partners. You'll see the wonderful things that we are doing, but more importantly, you're going to hear about the wonderful things that we plan to do.
Tell them what we need, though. Tell them what we really need for them to do.
Well, we absolutely need your partnership. So please take a look at the link below. That's going to help you get registered for our online auction. You'll see a variety of baskets. You're going to hear about those baskets frequently, raffle tickets, a number of items that have been curated to ensure that not only do they provide you some wonderful gifting opportunities, but that it helps you invest in the district, which is what we're here to do. We want to make sure that we can amplify the work and the voice of our educators, of our staff, of all the support staff, and more importantly, not Dr. Ball, but our students.
Absolutely. It's not about me, but just in case anybody wants to know, I do have a birthday that's coming up in April.
You've told us several times.
Yes.
So next you're going to be hearing from one of our youngest scholars. It's going to be Gavin Larson. He's a fifth grader over at Wortham Oaks Elementary, who's going to give us a welcome.
Hi there, my name is Gavin Larson from Wortham Oaks Elementary School. I wanted to welcome you to the Judson Education Virtual Gala. Illuminate to the path of success. It is with supporters like you that Jeff was able to support projects such as a novel approach that provides innovative learning for students like me. Thank you so much, and I hope you continue to show your support by donating generously tonight.
Love to see Gavin. I love when he says it illuminates because he is so talented.
Absolutely.
So again, I want to remind everybody that everybody can help. Everybody can help us. For example, you can help us with the raffle. We are raffling a 50-inch TV, and you could buy a ticket. If you want to buy one, it's $15, and if you want to buy two or more, definitely you can. For 2 tickets, it's $25. So please join us tonight in helping our students. Some of you might have noticed this beautiful plate. Please don't think that we were eating or we had any snacks, right? But this beautiful plate has to do with one of our students, Ian Fernandez. Ian Fernandez is so incredibly talented. so gifted. He's also one of our National Merit Scholar finalists. And wow, can he play the violin?
Absolutely
So
can.
tonight he is going to be playing the violin for us, a student from Wagner High School, Ian Fernandez. Please join us. Well, Mr. Diaz, since you are one of my bosses, I wish that I could tell you that I put on this entire event myself, but I would be lying, and I cannot lie. So this event is truly organized and put on by this amazing individual. She's like a little wizard that does so many things, and she's truly amazing, and it's Lexi Greathouse. She's the executive director for our foundation, and I'd like to introduce her to say a few words.
Good evening. I'm Lexi Greathouse, the executive director for the Judson Education Foundation. It is an honor to represent the foundation. Tonight, we will hear from amazing staff members that have innovative and creative ideas for our students, and students who are passionate about their education and hungry for knowledge. It is with supporters like you that we are able to make those dreams a reality. With your support, we are able to fund scholarships for first-generation students like Tyla, a Wagner alumni whose story you will hear from tonight, and teachers like Miss Lossie from Judson High School, whose passion for innovative teaching is contagious. I would like to thank you for your support this evening as we continue to pave the way for student and staff success within Judson ISD.
I want to thank Lexi for that wonderful message. And Dr. Ball, she's absolutely right. Everything that the foundation does, all of the board members, every individual that's supportive of the foundation and ultimately of the district have been able to help us amplify the success of our students, the support of our educators and our support staff. Every one of our employees in Judson has been able to benefit from the good work that the foundation does, and more importantly, from the generosity of all of you watching at home, regardless if you are a community member, alumni, current student, parent, or one of our corporate partners. And that's a big, big task. Mm-hmm. And like Dr. Ball said earlier, you know, the engagement and the participation today and throughout the year is key. So Dr. Ball, and I know we've done this a number of times, but we haven't done this part. I did want to make sure that me and my family participated. Oh. So we have a check for you and for the foundation, because every individual in our community can make a tremendous difference. So
thank you.
No, thank you for all the work. So folks, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll find a link that'll help you register online for all of the auction items, all of our wonderful baskets, and more importantly, we want you to get connected with Judson and the Jeff Foundation. So you'll find the handles to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, my original MySpace account.
Which I think is still active and you use.
I still have Tom, he's still my friend.
Yes.
He's the only one that's left. But we want to make sure that we make it as easy as possible for you to engage with us, because we want to make sure that all of you are part of the tremendous journey that our students are on, and the impact that we make with all of our folks.
Well, thank you. I thank you and your family, and this really does help. It helps because our students are amazing, and our teachers are amazing, and what we're able to do is provide for our students and for our teachers with the generosity of our community. A lot of times it's vendors, it's teachers, it's the entire community of Judson ISD coming together and helping. And that's what makes our district so special, that everybody is willing to roll up their sleeves and get involved and help out.
Do work.
Yes.
So next we're going to be hearing and seeing a beautiful video, a testimonial of all of the beneficiaries of your generosity, of the work that we're doing here at Judson and the Jeff Foundation. So we'll hear from students, both current and former, and also all of our employees who have benefited. So let's watch that video.
FFA means to me more than just a program in the school. There are so many different aspects to just FFA. We have what is called the 3-circle model in our program, which is FFA, SAE, and classroom. And so FFA is just one portion of an entire program. And through FFA, our students and even myself as a Judson graduate, I was able to learn lifelong skills. From 1997 to the present times, there have been over $1 million in scholarship money given to students specifically from this program.
We got new welding machines that use arc welding, MIG welding, and TIG welding. Not only does it save space, but it's more efficient because it's all in one machine. And from the beginning of the year, we started using them, and I've seen a great increase in productivity and efficiency in the shop.
I ended up applying to a lot of scholarships and a lot of colleges to try to compare the price of every college to go to, and I ended up with 70 college acceptances and $4.5 million in scholarships. So, and one of them was the one from JEF. So I was very fortunate that now I actually am going to college without having to pay anything, not even textbooks, because I got everything covered. I have a blog on helping other people to get scholarships because I learned a lot through the process. And my senior year was a lot of turbulences with COVID at the end of it. But before that, I learned so much in how to get scholarships and how to get like a good deal when going to college. So
it was my first year teaching. So I didn't really think about doing it myself. I had been involved plenty with the school previous to becoming a teacher here. But Ms. Gutierrez was on my team, and she came in and she said, what if we were to do something outside? And I said, okay, let's do it. Learning happens everywhere, and having an outdoor classroom on school, I hope, promotes that, where children will take time to be outside.
The grant impacted the students by a positive way, an educational way, with a different setting, a new way of learning. The outdoor classroom is great for all the students. They could do writing, they could do math, they could do science and social studies. We have a chalkboard out there, we have anchor charts, so it's great for everybody. Some takeaways that I hope the students take from the outdoor classroom, it's a new appreciation for a new way of learning.
We just want to say thank you. I thank you, my students thank you. We appreciate everything that you have done for our students because they are able to continue learning, continue to utilize equipment that will go on and create them a career. Since that is our entire purpose, is helping students be prepared for their future career paths.
First off, I would like to thank the donors. It is going to very good use for these kids and to this community. We're using it to our full advantage and taking every opportunity that you provide us with.
Thank you for the donors for supporting students like me.
Wow, it looks like we're already doing a good job. We got some awards already.
We did.
I hope these are for us for doing a good job.
For some reason they misspelled our names though.
Yeah, I don't think they're for us. But these are awards that our students have received, and we're so proud of our students. But I don't think that I could be here tonight if I didn't thank my parents. You know, my mom and my parents always instilled in us the importance of an education. And the reason I take this so personally is because I truly believe that an education makes a difference. If my mom wouldn't have dropped me, my parents, both my mom and dad, wouldn't have dropped me off in college, I wouldn't be here today. They made huge sacrifices for me to go to college and for my sisters to go to college, and that's what's so important. And that's why I do this work, because I want our students to have those opportunities. Why do you do the work you do with us, Mr. Diaz?
That's a great question. That wasn't on the original teleprompter.
It wasn't.
But it's a great question. You know, I think everybody that works in education, that's supportive, that's sitting at home right now, you know, considering and actively donating to the district does it because there's a moral imperative. We all have a reason or a rationale for it, whether it's ensuring that our children can go on to college or a good paying job, finding a career. You know, we all want to make sure that the community is as strong as possible because it's going to benefit all of us. But it's the right thing to do ultimately. You know, when I took up service, just like my colleagues who also serve on the board, it was because we knew that there was an opportunity to be greater. We look at Judson, and it's a wonderful district, but we know and we're hyper focused on how do we achieve the next level of greatness? How do we make sure that we reach every student in a way that makes sense for them, that's engaging for them? Because at the end of the day, we're building out that pathway for them to take on, you know, the challenges of the future. And that's the right thing to do.
Right. So if you're here with us tonight, it's because you also feel that this is the right thing to do. You know that you can help us make a difference. In that video that we just watched, it truly is amazing when you can give somebody a scholarship that helps open the door for them to start their pathway to a brighter future. And that's what the foundation does. It opens doors for our students to be able to go to college. You know, it's amazing the impact that this truly has. And I hope that our viewers tonight that are watching us truly know that the contributions they make, there is no such thing as too small of a contribution.
Not at all.
And certainly no such thing as too big of a contribution. So, you know, whatever it is, maybe there's some people out there that still write checks like I do.
You still write checks?
I still write checks.
Do you keep the ledger? Is that what
I
it's called?
balance it to a penny.
Well, it makes you feel better. My wife does the same thing, and I find it very weird. But, you know, some people have that process.
Yes, but however they want to give, you know, what is it? Venmo, PayPal.
We'll take Bitcoin.
Credit cards. However they want to give and help us to make a difference, we would like to get their support.
Absolutely. And all those stories that we heard and what Dr. Ball and myself shared, those are all special stories. But really what makes them special is that we all, you know, share a variation of that story. So, you know, as Dr. Ball mentioned, we can't do this work without you. And it doesn't matter to us if it's $1, $5, $10, or a greater amount. That's all going to be geared toward ensuring that we can leverage it to make sure that we, you know, provide a better learning atmosphere for all of our scholars, our educators, our support staff, everybody who makes an impact in the lives of our students. So please look below on the screen. It's right there. There's a link there. It'll take you to the registration page where you'll be able to look at all of the wonderful auction items, raffle tickets, opportunities for you to invest in something and get something out of it. Dr. Ball, and I know that we talk about this all the time, but you know, there's an awesome thing about these baskets that everybody should know. Why don't you tell us about the baskets?
Well, I can certainly tell you one of the most awesome ones there is my favorite. It's the Fiesta basket, and I certainly hope that Jose is watching tonight and remembers that my birthday is coming up pretty soon and that I would not mind that Fiesta basket.
How many times have you reminded him about this Fiesta basket?
Well, I certainly did remind him lots of times, but I'm not sure if he was listening.
Well, all spouses listen. I mean, we all listen.
Sure. Mm-hmm. But maybe Marisa would be interested in the gardening basket to get that for you, so I know that you have a green thumb.
I do have a quasi green thumb. I have been battling some animals that have been eating my plants during COVID. But yeah, she could certainly get that. However, I did ask her to look for Jose's name on the bids and outbid him, just so we can get the basket, or at least make
Because
Jose.
it's for the children.
And it's absolutely for the children, and it's fun to kind of watch this happen.
Absolutely, but there's something out there in these baskets for everybody. Maybe you're interested in camping. Maybe you wanted to always ride a hot air balloon. Can you believe we have a gift certificate with a basket
I
for
will.
hot air
It
balloons?
sounds wonderful. I'm going to pass on that one.
And if you like spas, you could go to a spa, playing golf, or maybe just want something to relax. There's something out there for every interest. So if you haven't yet, please check out our silent auction items or buy a raffle ticket, because it does help.
There's another quick piece to that, which is you'll notice on the link and in that auction item, there's a lot of items that were actually designed and made by our students. So we have a super rich CTE program and wonderful educators and students who are very talented that either put together the baskets or actually made different items. I think we have like a barbecue pit on there, or
That's true.
some sort of
There's a barbecue pit out there.
made by our students.
Made by our
That's
students. And then also, you know that game that you throw the little bean bag, what's it called, cornhole?
Yes.
Yes, there's some cornholes out there
Yep.
too. So there's something out there for you. So if you're watching us, hopefully hopefully they're still watching us and we haven't put them to sleep yet. And they're watching us and they're thinking that we're doing a great job.
Well, we haven't frozen or forgotten our lines thus far, but there's still another good amount of time to go.
Yes.
So we'll definitely try to keep it going.
But let me share about, if you decide to bring your child to Judson ISD, what we promise that we will do is provide a rigorous curriculum for you, an environment that's customer friendly, an environment that is conducive to sparking and igniting interest in education, whether it's the fine arts, it could even be in athletics, it could be in robotics, it could be in STEM. Judson ISD offers a lot of different opportunities. We want to make sure that our students are engaged, because I think that's what our parents want. They want an environment for our student that is something that interests them, such as the fine arts. Also here we have some awards in CTE. So, we have award-winning students that have also won in the area of drama, theater.
That's awesome.
Band, lots of UIL. So lots of great things happening in our district.
That's wonderful. Well, we can't do this without your support. Regardless of the size of that support, regardless if it's today or tomorrow, next week or next month, we appreciate it. We really want to inspire more of it. And speaking of which, we always love to be able to partner with organizations that share our same vision and goals of ensuring that students get on the right track, a track that's engaging for them, to make sure that we can, reach their ultimate goals. So one of our sponsors today is an amazing organization. It's First Smart Credit Union, who is a presenting sponsor, meaning that they've actually made the biggest investment possible with us. And we appreciate that sponsorship. And one of the wonderful things about First Smart Credit Union, it's actually made by teachers for teachers. So it provides a lot of financial services for educators, support staff, everybody that works in a school setting, because they know the importance of engaging that population and they understand that culture. So let's watch that video.
Absolutely. That was a wonderful video, and we're lucky to have First Mark as one of our sponsors. We're lucky to have lots of presenting sponsors. It's amazing how generous individuals can be. We go around asking for them to support us, and they've supported us as being part of the superintendent club, part of the teacher club, which that one is one of my favorites, but I'll share about that in just a little while. And then all the underwriters that we have. So we want to thank all our sponsors, because it's because of you that we can continue to do these amazing things for our staff and for our students. It truly allows us to open doors and to help our students be successful. So we'd also like to introduce an individual that he's not a secret to the community.
Absolutely
because
not.
he happens to also be the mayor of Converse. And we were lucky enough to get him to also be the president for our foundation. So I'd like to hear a few words from Converse Mayor, President of Judson Foundation, Al Suarez.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Al Suarez, Judson Education Foundation Board President and Mayor for the City of Converse. Under normal circumstances, we would be all together celebrating for a great cause. But as you all know, 2020 has been a very challenging year. The students and staff at Judson ISD have shown us resilience and tenacity during these austere circumstances. The foundation has been here throughout the year to help them reach their highest goals. So tonight, we are here together as one team for a very important common cause, education. Our students and staff have amazing and creative ideas that require additional funding through your generous support. We ask you tonight to please make your pledge in support of our students and staff so that they will be able to complete their goals. Let's all invest in the future leaders of our communities. We thank you in advance, and let's have a wonderful gala.
Mayor Suarez, what inspires you to support the Jeff mission?
I'm inspired for two very important reasons. Number one, Judson ISD provided the highest quality education and support for my son during his early years while attending Crestview Elementary, Kitty Hawk Middle School, and the Judson Early College Academy. So I will do whatever it takes to provide for others so that they have the same educational opportunities that my son was provided while attending Judson ISD schools. Number two, as a leader in the Judson community, it is my belief, goal, and vision that we all do whatever it takes to invest on the future leaders of our communities and provide them with the best educational opportunities possible. Have a great gala and good night.
Yeah, Dr.
No, go ahead.
No, is it my line?
No, it's really mine, but I'd been waiting all night when you were going to interrupt.
I'll take it though, because I had something really good to say. No, Mayor Suarez is absolutely right. You know, the community is incredibly important, and Mayor Suarez has been a steadfast supporter of the Jeff Foundation, of the district overall, leading the foundation to raise money and support throughout the year, along with every other member of the Jeff board. So we want to thank Mayor Suarez from the bottom of our hearts for all of his work, his steadfast support, always ensuring that he can center our communities, our learners, our educators, our support staff in that mission.
Thank you. And you're right. You know, I think I was just so excited because we're coming up to my favorite part. You know, this is one of the best parts of the evening because we get to thank our teachers. You know, and you know that the teachers are special to me, but also
but let's wait for it. Wait for it.
This is also special because this video is sponsored by a very handsome,
there you go,
just wonderful, loving individual.
Charming.
Yes, absolutely.
Generous.
Yes, that I personally love very much. So this video is sponsored by my husband, Jose Reyes from Coldwell Bankers. So let's watch this beautiful video to thank our teachers.
Part of the year, when everything was still in virtual, they had to adapt to that technology very quickly. So they did an awesome job of learning how to use it properly. They had barely any problems. And when they tried to teach us, and when we were still learning, they did an awesome job teaching us how to use all the programs that they knew how to use. Thank you for just giving me and my friends this opportunity to have such a wonderful teacher that can teach us really good.
Yo soy estudiante de la señora Medón desde hace un año que llegué a Estados Unidos y Miss Medón me inspira a seguir mis sueños y a salir adelante. Siento que ella es una persona muy especial y es una muy buena maestra. Estoy muy agradecida con ella por todo lo que ha hecho y pues también ella siempre me ha apoyado desde que yo la conozco. Es muy buena persona y ha influido en mis metas desde que estoy acá muy bien. Mis notas están súper bien y todo, ella me ha ayudado siempre.
My favorite teacher is Miss Hall because I enjoy reading and writing, and her skills have helped me improve for the better. She makes reading fun with Jeopardy, but also whenever she talks about it, I understand her, and she helps me understand her, and to me it makes it more fun. Thank you, Miss Hall, for making reading so much fun.
But again, let me take this opportunity to thank my husband because this video.
Can you describe him one more time for us? 'Cause
He's loving, charming,
Yeah.
great sense of humor, just an amazing individual.
I've heard this for like 7 days already. I believe it though. I believe it. So if you're joining us once again, thank you so much for joining us here at our first ever virtual gala for the Jeff Foundation and Judson ISD. My name is Rafa Diaz, one of the trustees here at the district. And I'm joined by our phenomenal school leader, Dr. Jeanette Ball, our superintendent of schools.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
Well,
that.
you paid me for that. We've gone over a number of things tonight. Checking to see what our students are doing throughout the year, the wonderful things that our educators are doing and how they're inspiring education and learning, talking about the future of Judson ISD and how we're committed and more committed than ever to make sure that we go from great to amazing to the next level of that spectrum, because it's what's right by the community and it's what's right for our students. That work can't be done without a tremendous effort by an entire team. So I have the good fortune of being the representative here today, but I serve with a phenomenal team of servant leaders dedicated to ensuring that we maximize the learning and the potential of our learners, and you'll see them here on the screen. Incredibly great crew who really are focused on that mission, ensuring that we can do everything possible to make sure that we move students in the right direction, but also knowing that there's always another level to get to, right? And that's what our conversations center on. So, thank you to the board colleagues who are there represented and allowing me to be here and step all over my words at times and misread prompts. It's wonderful. Dr. Ball?
Well, I'd also like to thank the board because I'm very lucky to have an amazing board, that truly believes in our mission of making sure that students have everything they need to be successful. And I could list so many things that our board has done just recently, everything from the one-to-one initiative, making sure our employees are taken care of during these difficult times that we've gone through with COVID. Really, our board cares about people and about our students, and that's what's so amazing and so special about our board. So I thank you and all the other board members for allowing us to be able to do what we do.
It's our duty to be servant leaders, and really, it's the right thing to do, and that we're all focused on.
Well, thank you. But again, I want to remind everybody, if you haven't yet, please make sure that you check out our silent auction items. There are
Good timing, you saw that?
Yes, it's like magic. It's working like magic here, absolutely. Last year alone, we were able to give over $35,000 in scholarships. And we're able to do that because you are reaching into your pockets and you're helping us, whether it's a raffle for the TV, or you're bidding on a silent auction item, or just making a donation. So again, we want to thank you for supporting us and helping us. And know, just like it did last year where the money went to scholarships, that's what we will continue to do, is help our students and our teachers.
Yeah, absolutely. The foundation has been really focused on leveraging every dollar to ensure that we can inspire, the educational journey of our learners, and that requires a lot of different components. One of the chief components to the success of our students is an engaged support staff, and employees throughout the district. So last year, if I'm not mistaken, the Jeff Foundation invested in each one of our employees, giving them a $50 gift card that they could use on their own, for whatever their needs were.
Yes.
Because we know that educators and support staff and everybody who works in a district invests a tremendous amount of time, their own resources, and this was a way that the Jeff board, through their leadership and through the support of Judson ISD, staff, the board itself, we got that accomplished.
Absolutely, and it was very exciting. That was the first time we've done that, and it was certainly exciting. I think I had shared with you through our practices that one of the things I was going to miss about the gala was the dancing. I do love to dance. At least you and I got to dress up, right? But we're missing lots of the components of our gala that we would normally have. But just in case you're like me and you miss the music and you miss the dancing, we have a very special performance for you now from our students at Millers Point Elementary. We have a phenomenal group there that I always missay the name, but I'm going to try my best tonight. And it's the marimba group that's done by Bonnie Anderson. And these students are very talented. So please join us as we hear some beautiful music made by our students. Wasn't that beautiful? I mean, de colores se visten. I mean, I could sing a little bit more.
No, you're good. Oh. You're good. I promise you, whenever we went through the selection of superintendents, she offered to sing. She still got the job, but no, you have a great voice.
Thank you.
You have a great voice.
That's just one of my favorite songs.
It's a great song, actually. De Colores is a song that my children sing every night since they were little, so that's something that we sing to them at night.
Well, beautiful. If they ever need a singing teacher or anything, let me know.
Bonnie Anderson is there for that. So we want to thank Ms. Bonnie Anderson. She's one of our phenomenal educators here at Judson ISD from Millers Point Elementary. And she is just an example of the tremendous amounts of academic and leadership wealth that we have here geared toward that student leadership. And more importantly, we have all of those wonderful kids who, those scholars are taking part in something wonderful, learning about the arts in a multitude of ways, which is amazing. So we want to thank Ms. Bonnie Anderson for that, the children. And we want to remind everybody out there, please get engaged with Judson ISD, the Jeff Foundation, by looking at our platforms. So social media platforms, Twitter, MySpace is not there.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. I was going to say LinkedIn as well, but that one's not it.
No.
Twitter, Facebook.
Yes,
What else am I
Facebook.
missing?
I think that's it.
Those are it. So please do that. And check out the registration link for the auction items that we also have. So we want to thank another wonderful presenting sponsor who has been part of our mission for a number of years, always a steadfast supporter of the Jeff Foundation and Judson ISD overall, and actually have a representative on the Jeff board. So we want to thank the Lineberger Group for their tremendous partnership, and we're going to be hearing from them next.
Cheers to our sponsors.
Yep.
I hope that my little bit of singing of De Colores has inspired some individuals to help us, to help our students so we can continue the legacy of supporting our students and our staff. So the silent auction is still open. So please make sure you go in there and you bid. And again, I surely hope Jose's watching.
I am sure he is.
And I'm doing this to help him out so he doesn't have to go shopping for a birthday present.
Or sleep outside.
That's true. That's true. But honestly, if you are still with us tonight, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for being part of our family and helping us reach our goal so we can continue to support our students and our staff, because Judson ISD does have amazing students and just the best staff.
Absolutely. And before I go on to this next line, I do want to say, les queremos dar las gracias a todos los miembros de la comunidad, de nuestras relaciones con compañías que están aquí en el distrito, apoyando al distrito, apoyando a la Fundación de Educación de Judson, porque con el apoyo de ustedes, con todos los recursos que nos dan, podemos impactar la vida de los estudiantes mucho más. So, gracias. Por favor, visiten el link que está abajo para ver si pueden donar algo hacia el distrito o ver si quieren ver los baskets que tenemos ahí, las canastas, gracias, sí. Las canastas que tenemos ahí para comprar por su donación. So, mil gracias por eso.
Yo también quiero decir algo en español.
Échale.
Y yo también les quiero dar las gracias a todas las maestras, porque una de las cosas que mi mamá siempre me dijo es que es muy importante saber los dos idiomas. Debemos de ser muy orgullosos que tenemos muchos programas que los niños de veras pueden ser bilingües. Es una ventaja saber los dos idiomas. Aunque les quiero dar las gracias a los padres que están en los programas bilingües y a las maestras que tienen también nos están ayudando con los niños porque quieren que los niños tengan los dos idiomas, que es muy importante. So, muchísimas gracias y que Dios los bendiga.
I am going to hear from my mom later on, wonder how, Spanish being my first language, I forgot how to say canastas in Spanish. But here at Judson, we want to make sure that we engage every student, every family. It's incredibly important for us to be able to leverage that cultural wealth to ensure that we can provide that opportunity for students. And we invest in every sort of program. As Dr. Ball mentioned, we invest in our dual language, Spanish immersion programs to ensure that we can capture and harness that into a better future. So we want to thank you for your participation in that. So next we're going to be watching a very special video. We know that this past year has been tremendously difficult, full of obstacles that we've all shared, and then some obstacles that have been very specific to our families and ourselves. However, regardless of what level of obstacle you had or how it went, we all had a shared goal, which was to get through it stronger than ever and ensure that we can continue to keep our identities and keep our community intact. So next we're going to be watching this video, and keep in mind that whenever we talk about resiliency, the strongest symbol of that resiliency has been our children. So let's watch this video.
Judson ISD entered 2020 with big dreams, big goals, and big aspirations. We were faced with obstacles that we didn't let interrupt reaching those goals. Students, staff, parents, coaches, community members all came together. We stand united as one family, Judson ISD and Judson Education Foundation.
I'm finally not nervous, and they're telling me it's almost over.
We finally got this down.
Yes.
And now we have to stop.
I know. We should just keep on going for like another hour or two.
I am sure the folks at home just want to give us some generous donation
I think
and shut it down.
No, I think they would keep going with us for about another hour.
We'll take a poll.
Well, let's not do that. But again, you know, we sincerely want to thank our individuals that have helped us out, because this is truly a team effort. All the campuses put together some amazing silent auction items. I know that staff has worked so hard to be able to make this evening a success for us. And I personally, as the superintendent, cannot thank enough our staff, our students, and our community that work so closely with us to make sure that our students are successful. So in just a few minutes, I am going to be pulling out the winner of the raffle, but I certainly want to give my co-host an opportunity to say any last words.
No, so like Dr. Ball said, we want to thank you for joining us today. What we do here is incredibly special, and it's not just because it's in Judson. It's special for every community throughout the country, because we deal with education, with providing that infrastructure, with building up the potential of learners of every age, and ensuring that we can help them get to their goals. And that's an incredibly difficult, stressful, beautiful task. So as you sit at home and you consider how you participate, what is it that you do, don't underestimate your power, right? Don't underestimate the ability that you have to make a tremendous difference. Even if you never meet these, young and older scholars, the choices that you make, the participation that you have in this moment and throughout the year is going to, resonate beyond our time here. So thank you for that. Thank you, Dr. Ball.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
You're a wonderful co-host.
Listen, I was going to have a disclaimer at the beginning of this thing that you were going to realize that I'm going to forget lines, I'm going to mispronounce words. I forgot my Spanish. Discúlpame, mamá. But we got through it, and so did you. So just so you know that the auction's closing tonight at 10 p.m., so you'll still have the ability to outbid the charming, handsome,
wonderful,
loving Jose Reyes, Dr. Ball's husband, if you weren't here for that. But certainly look on there, check out to see the wonderful baskets that we have, but more importantly, look to see that the wonderful, look and bid if possible, obviously, on the wonderful crafts and work done by our educators and our students. So you'll see the link below. It's like magic all over again. And I think, Dr. Ball, you got the pleasure of doing the next task.
So here we're going to find out who wins the 55-inch TV. And let's see, it is number 11, and they're going to magically tell me who number 11 is. Everybody just stand by with us,
We're going to
okay?
hear this.
It's coming, okay? Number 11. Oh my goodness! Miss Debbie Menchu, you won the TV, and I know you're watching tonight. I know that you are watching, so congratulations to you. Thank you for all your hard work. And again, thank you to my wonderful co-host.
Thank you for having me.
Being here with us tonight, and also most importantly for serving as a board member, for your wife serving as a board member for the foundation.
Absolutely.
And so thank you very much.
So thank you for being with us, and we also want to, at the end of the day, want to thank you for participating, and we also want to thank the Jeff board, the president of the board, Mayor Al Suarez, the rest of our board president, Trustee Renee Pichel, Suzanne Canoyer, our VP, and Ms. Jennifer Ramos. Jennifer Rodriguez, I am so sorry.
At least I didn't make that mistake.
Look,
I know my board members.
I got through the whole thing until now. Ms. Deborah Eden, Ms. Jennifer Rodriguez, who's our board secretary, Ms. Deborah Eden, and Ms. Tanya King, who are our board trustees. So thanks so much for all of your support.
Yes, thank you. Good night.
Bye.
The Judson Education Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that seeks financial support from the community and corporate donors to provide and sustain district-wide opportunities for educational excellence in Judson ISD. During the unprecedented times in 2020, students and staff had to adjust and adapt quickly. Jeff was proud to be able to continue their support. Jeff also had to quickly pivot to meet the needs of the district and community. Here are some of the highlights over the last year. Jeff was proudly able to support 15 student scholarships totaling $30,000 and gifted each employee of the district $50 gift cards totaling $155,000. Whether it's time, money, or an in-kind donation, the success of our foundation depends on the generosity of our community and corporate partners. While we honor and appreciate all of our partners, we would like to especially recognize our top 10 corporate sponsors for 2020. With your continued support, the Judson Education Foundation is able to enrich teaching, inspire learning, and provide opportunities for excellence in education for all students in the Judson Independent School District.